Welcome to the Maluka Academy. So, class 10th topic is arithmetic progression. So, we have started this topic. We have already given 2 lectures of it, and we will start from the lecture next. So, what we did that we have known what is the general term in AP, how to form the general term, then sum of n terms in AP, so that we can write the formulas for them. So, those formulas can be written. So, before that, so this is 10th class, topic is arithmetic progression. So, we find the general term is given by Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, and Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d, or Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus Tn. So, we start with the next question. So, as we did yesterday, so today 19th example 19th is, so it is given as find the sum of 20 terms of AP 1, 4, 7, 10. To find sum of 20 terms of AP 1, 4, 7, 10 and so on. So, how do we get this? So, for this what we will do, we will use the formula this Sn. So, we know that from the AP we can find, right, A first term is 1, D is 4 minus 1 is 3, and then N is 20, N is equal to 20. So, Sn we know that n by 2, 2a n minus 1 into d. So, Sn S20, 20 by 2, 2 into a is 1 plus n minus 1 is 19, d is 3. So, this will be, this cancels with 10, 10, 2 plus 57. So, this will be 2 into 59, which is 590. So, sum of terms will be 590. The next question is, question 20th is, find the sum of 30 terms of an AP whose second term is 2 and seventh term is 22. To find S30, we are given second term is 2 and seventh term is 22. So, what we will do from these two conditions, that is T2 and T7, we will find the value of A and D, then we can find S30. So, first of all, what is T2? T2 can be written as, second term can be written as A plus D, which is given as 2. Then T7 is A plus 60, which is 22. To find the value of D, we subtract them. So, this cancels out, this is minus 5D is equal to minus 20. So, this comes, D is equal to 20 upon 5, this is 4, value of D is 4. So, value of D is 4. Now, we want the value of A. So, put the value of D in first. So, this is first, put D is equal to 4 in equation first, we get. So, what do we get here? So, this will be A plus 4 is equal to 2, A is equal to 2 minus 4, which is minus 2. So, value of A is minus 2 and D is 4. Now, we can find S30. S30 can be given same from like this formula we apply here. Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into 2. n by 2 is 30 by 2, 2a, 2 into minus 2 plus n minus 1, 29 into d is 4. So this cancels out with 15, 15 into minus 4 plus 29 into 4 is 116. So which is 115 into 112, so which will be 1680. So this will be your answer. So sum of 30 terms will be 1680. Then next question is, find the sum of all natural numbers between 250 and 1000 which are exactly divisible by 3. To find sum of all natural numbers between 250 and 1000 which are exactly divisible by 3. So what are these numbers? We want to find the sum of those numbers. First we will form the sequence, then we move to the sum. So first we need to find the very first number which is divisible by 3 is after 250. It will be, so this will be your 252 is the number which will be divisible by 3, then 255, 258, and what will be the number before 1000? It will be 999. So this is divisible by 3. Now we know the value of first term, we know the value of the last term, but we do not need know about the number of terms. So that we will find by using the formula for Tn. So here A will be equal to 252, D is equal to 3, and Tn is equal to 999. And Tn we know that A plus n minus 1 into D, Tn is 999 is equal to 252 is A, n minus 1 into D is 3. So 999 minus 252, n minus 1 into 3. So this will be 7, 4, 7. N minus 1 into 3, n minus 1 is equal to 747 upon 3. This will be your 2, then 4, 9. So n is equal to 250. So this will be the value of n. Now we can find required sum. Sum will be equal to n by 2 a plus Tn. So n by 2 is 250 by 2, a is here 252, last term is 999, which is 125 into, this will be your 1251, 156,375. So this will be your result. Upon calculation you will get this result. Okay. So then moving on to the next part, but before that we will rub this part. Then next question in this is, how many terms of the series 54, 51, 48 must be taken so that their sum is 513? So how many terms of the series? Question is 22nd. How many terms of series 54, 51, 48 must be taken to make sum 513? Okay. Now explain the double answer. Then explain double answer. We want to find the value of n which must be there so that the number of terms taken together sum must be equal to 513. So what is the value of a here? A will be equal to 54 and d will be equal to -3, and n we want to find Sn is given as 513. Sn we know that n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So Sn is 513, n by 2, and we want to find 2 into value of a is 54 plus n minus 1 into d is -3. So this will be your, this comes 1026 is equal to n 108 minus 3n plus 3. So this will be 1026 is equal to n into 111 minus 3n. So divide by 3, what we will get here? Divide by 3, we get, so this will be 3, 4, 2 is equal to n into 37 minus n, which is 342 is equal to n square minus 37n, or we can say that n square minus 37n minus 342 is equal to 0. Now you want to make the factors of 342. If you make the factors of 342, this will be 1, 7, 1. Then 3, this will be 5, 7. Then 3, this is 19. So this becomes 18 into 19. So this will be your 18 and 19 is 37. So these are required factors. So this is n square minus 18n minus 19n minus 342 is equal to 0, n minus 18 minus 19 n minus 18 is equal to 0. N minus 18 take common, we will get n minus 19. So value of n can be 18 or n can be 19. So this means when the number of terms are 18 or when the number of terms are 19, then the sum will be equal to 513. It means, what does this means? P19 is equal to 0. So explanation for double answer is that 19th term will be 0. We can find here from the 19th term, this will be 0. 19th term is given by a plus 18d. So this is a is 54 plus 18 into minus 3, 54 minus 54, this cancels out to be 0. So we show that T19 is equal to 0. 19 term is 0 and sum of 18 term and 19 terms is equal to 513. Then next is, next question, 23rd. So here what you want to find is mth term is 1 by n and nth term is 1 by n, show that the sum of mn terms is half mn plus 1. So yesterday also we did this type of question, but it was something different. We want to find the nth term here. There we have find mnth term. Now we want to find the sum of mnth term. Okay, so this will be your mth term is given by 1 by m. We are given Tm is 1 by n, Tn is 1 by m, and what you want to find, Smn is equal to half mn plus 1. So this you want to find. Sum of mn terms is equal to half mn plus. So this is given, this we have to prove. So again what we will do, we will assume the series as a and d, that is first term is a and common difference is d. First we will find the values of a and d, which will come out to be 1 upon mn, as we did yesterday. So we know that Tm is equal to given by a plus m minus 1 into d, which is 1 by n, and Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, which is 1 by m minus minus minus. This cancels out. Take d common, we will get m minus n, and here 1 by n minus 1 by m, d m minus n, this will be equal to mn, m minus n. So d comes out to be 1 by m. Okay. Now we find a. So substitute this value in Tm. So put d is equal to 1 upon mn in Tm. So we get a plus m minus 1 into value of d is 1 by mn is equal to 1 by n. So this will be here a plus 1 by n minus 1 by mn is equal to 1 by n. This cancels out. A value is 1 upon mn. So this is what we did yesterday also, that is to find the value of d and a as 1 by mn. Now what else we want to do, that we want to prove that sum of mn terms is equal to half mn plus 1. So just use the formula, Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So here we know all the values. We know the value of a, we know the value of d, and we know the value of n. So we put all those values. So this will be, for n we write mn upon 2a. 2a is 2 upon mn, because 2 into 1 by mn is 2 upon mn plus mn, for n minus 1, for d it is 1 upon mn. So this will be Smn is equal to mn upon 2, 2 upon mn, this will be plus 1 minus 1 upon mn. So this will be here mn upon 2, so this will be 1 upon mn plus 1, so this will be equal to 1 by 2 plus mn by 2. So if we take half common from here, 1 plus mn, this will be your required answer. So this we want to prove, that sum of mn terms is given by half 1 plus mn or mn plus 1. So then next question is, but before that we have to rub this part. Now the next question is, if the term of m terms of an AP is same as the sum of n terms, if the m terms of sum of m terms in an AP is equal to sum of n terms, show that sum of m plus n terms is 0. So what we are given that here, question is Sm is equal to Sn. We want to show that m plus n, Sm plus n is equal to 0 to show, ये हमें शो करना है, ये हमें दिया हुआ है Sm is equal to Sn. इसका मतलब क्या है, सम ऑफ m टर्म्स इज इक्वल टू सम ऑफ n टर्म्स, और अब हमने क्या शो करना है, सम ऑफ m प्लस n टर्म्स इज इक्वल टू 0. सो जो हमें कंडीशन दी है उससे हम लिखते हैं Sm क्या होगा, m अपॉन 2a प्लस m माइनस 1 इंटू डी इज इक्वल टू, ये क्या होगा, n बाई 2a प्लस n minus 1 into d. So these two are equal. We are given equal here. Multiply them. This will be am. When you multiply m by 2 into 2a, this will be am. 2 will cancel out. Then next is plus m by 2 m minus 1 into d is equal to again an n by 2 n minus 1 into d. Take to the one side, this will be a m minus an plus m square minus m into d by 2 minus n square minus n d by 2 is equal to 0. Okay. Take a common from here, you will get m minus n plus d by 2, take common, this will be m square minus n, m minus n square plus n is equal to 0. So multiply by 2, you will get, multiply by 2, we get 2a m minus n plus d, write it as m square minus n square minus m plus n is equal to 0. So 2a m minus n, now this is d. We factorize these two terms, m square minus n square can be written as m minus n, m plus n into m minus n. Take minus 1 common from here, this will be m minus n. So you can observe that all the terms contain m minus n. So here m minus n is there, m minus n is there, m minus n is there. And clearly we know that Sm is equal to Sn, m and n are different. Since m is not equal to n, implies that m minus n is not equal to 0. So divide by m minus n. So when we divide it by m minus n, what we will get? 2a plus d, it will be m plus n minus 1 is equal to 0. And multiply both sides by m plus m by 2. We will get m plus n by 2, 2a m plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 0 into m plus n by 2. So this is your Sm plus n, this is equal to 0, because anything multiplied by 0 is 0. So this is the required answer which we want to find. Okay. The next question is, The sum of n, 2n and 3n terms of an AP are S1, S2, S3, and we want to prove that S3 is equal to 3 into S2 minus S1. So let us write this question. Next question is the sum of n, 2n, 3n terms of an AP are S1, S2, S3. We want to prove that, we want to show that S3 is equal to 3 into S2 minus S1. So this we want to prove in this. So very easy. First we will write the values of S1, S2, Sn, S3. So thus AP is same. So here what we will do, take first term as A and common difference as D. So solution is, so we write for S1 will be equal to n by 2 because this is the sum of n terms. N terms S1. So this will be 2A n minus 1 into D. And what will be S2? Here it is 2n by 2, 2A n minus 1 into D. And what will be S3? It is 3n by 2, here it will be 2n. 3n by 2, 2A plus 3n minus 1 into D. So what we will do, we will start with the right hand side. First we will find S2 minus S1, then multiply that by 3, that will be equal to S3. So first find S2 minus S1. What is S2 minus S1? 2n by 2, 2A, 2n minus 1 into D minus n by 2, 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So from these two what we will do, we find n by 2 common. When you find take n by 2 common from here, 2 will be multiplied inside. So this will be 2 into 2A is 4A, and this will be 2 multiplied with this bracket. This will be 4n minus 2 into D. Now n by 2 we have taken out common here. Now we are left with the minus sign. So that minus will be multiplied inside. So this will be minus 2A and minus n minus 1 into D. So this will be equal to n by 2. 4A minus 2A is 2A plus, now we take the common D from these two brackets, take common. So this will be 4n minus 2 minus n plus 1. So this will be here n by 2, 2A plus 3n minus 1 into D. Okay. So what we have find, S2 minus S1 is equal to n by 2, 2A plus 3n minus 1 into D. So what we have to do now, we have to prove 3 into S2 minus S1. So multiply both sides by 3. Multiply by 3. Multiply both sides by 3. We get 3 into S2 minus S1, 3n by 2, and bracket is same, 2A plus 3n minus 1 into D. And what is this? We can check that this is equal to S3. S3 is 3n by 2, 2A plus 3n minus 1 into D. So this we can write equal to S3. So this will be your required result. So as we see in this question, what we have written, we are given that the sum of n, 2n and 3n terms of an AP is S1, S2 and S3, and from there we have written these formulas. S1 is sum of n terms, S2 is sum of 2n terms. So here comes 2n in spite of n, and here also we get 2n instead of n. And S3 sum of 3n terms, this is 3n by 2, and here it is 3n minus 1. Then rest what we did, we calculated for S2 minus S1, find their difference. We get S2 minus S1 N2 in bracket 2a plus 3n minus 1 into d. Multiply both sides by 3, you will get 3 into S2 minus S1, 3n by 2, 2a plus 3n minus 1 into d, which is equal to S3. So this is all about today. So go through all these questions. We are also attaching PDF files along with this. And what I think that we will finish this chapter tomorrow. One more lecture is required for this. So we will be attaching the exercises for this also. So just go through all these questions. So thank you listening for this lecture. Thank you very much.